And it was that day, I realized that fire not only burns impurities, but sometimes it also burns beautiful flowers. Agniye Swaha. Look at your beautiful eyes and look at your body. I'm going to teach you dance one day, Today I'm not going to share with you all a personal story. This story is an authored story written by a very famous author called C.S. Lakshmi, but she's not known by that name. She writes in the pseudonym Ambai. And she was born in 1944 in Coimbatore. And as just imagine a story from her about a period should be mind-blowing. I loved it and related to this very much, which is why I wanted to share this with you all. So without any further ado. Agniye Swaha. I woke up to the sound of mantras at my house. And when I peeped, I saw that there was this Homakunda and fire was coming from that. And as the fire hit, the light of the fire hit my mother's face, I saw her from my bed in the other room. It was just 4 a.m. in the morning and there was some puja happening in my house, And there was my mother standing clad in a 9-yard sari with a big bindi on her forehead and the long hair that came across her like a python. She stood there and as the light of the fire hit her face, it seemed to me that she's not my mother. Maybe she's a goddess. And my mouth uttered the shloka that she taught me. Kali Kali Mahakali Badra Kali Namostute. Kali Kali Mahakali Badra Kali Namostute. I love my mother, We share a very special bond. Everything she tells me, and I also tell her everything that I want to. I remember this one day, when my mother cried and I couldn't take it. I think I was about 5 or 6 years then. My elder sister Kalyani, she was made to sit on a wooden platform. And there was a boy who was standing next to her holding a string of mango leaves in his hand. And somebody called out to my mother, Neerajakshi, can you go and get the sari? And she came running into the room that I was in. And that time, I saw my mother cry. I went running to her and said, Amma, why are you crying, Amma? She just wiped her tears and said, nothing, Kannamma, nothing. And she took the sari and went and gave it to people who were there, who clad it to my sister. I didn't understand anything at that time. But not only that, I had very special moments and those little talks that she makes with me, it makes my heart flutter. I feel so connected to her. For example, I always wonder why she's so fair and I'm so dark. One day I even asked her this. And you know what she said? Ayyo, who said you're dark? You are my little Krishna. Look at you. Look at your beautiful eyes. And look at your body. I'm going to teach you dance one day, You're my little Krishna. She told me that day and my heart smiled. On the other day, maybe I think I was about 10 years or 11 years, I asked her because I heard Kallu's talking about it. I asked her, Amma, what is puberty? I was lying on her lap and she was, caressing my hair. She suddenly stopped and she was staring into a distance. And she looked at me and she said, why talk about it now? You go around running in your gagra choli or pavada chatta and just be like that, no? She told me. I love my mother so much. But you know what? There was something that I was so looking forward to. Deepavali. Because my mummy told me that she's going to stitch me a new pattu pavade. Pattu pavade is gagra choli. or patilanga, whatever you may call it. And this time she told me she's going to give me a new one, because one day she looked at me and she said, "You, my little Kandukuti, how much you have grown up. I'm going to make a new pavade for you this time, you know." I was waiting for that Deepavali day. But my cousin Radhu, my Perima's or my mother's elder sister's daughter, some boy was coming to see her, it seems, and so my mother had to go to assist her elder sister. So she went. But it's okay, I was so looking forward to wearing that purple color, brinjal color pattu pavadai that she had stitched for me. This was the first time I was there without my mother. Didn't feel good at all. Kallus, she woke me up very early that day, and she was not as gentle as mother, pulling my hair this side and that side and everywhere. She was giving me an oil bath. If it was Amma, she would have been very gentle. I even told Kallus, "You're not like Amma." She said, "Chup! After you, I will have to go and get an oil bath. Now keep quiet and listen to whatever I say." I made a mental note inside my mind that after my mummy comes, I'm going to tell everything about Kallu to my mother. After that, I ran to my dad, who had kept all the new dresses right next to God. And he looked at me and he said, "Karpi, come here." Karpi means black girl. Huh? Take your pavade. I took the pavade. I put it, that satin finish pattu pavadai. I really loved it. But why did Appa call me Karpi? When I went and stood in front of the mirror and admired myself, I heard my mother's voice. "Neelavanna kanna vada, nee oru mutton tada." She called me her Blue Krishna. And then everything disappeared. I remembered something, every day morning I used to climb the Shenbaga tree and get those beautiful flowers for Amma. Every day she would put her hand inside the basket of the flowers and "What lovely flowers you have got me," she used to tell. And today also I'm going to get it, but Amma only is not here to do that. So what? I wanted to climb up the tree and get it quickly so that I can burst the first cracker. So I climbed up the Shenbaga tree and I was plucking all those flowers, and there was one branch which had so many flowers, but it was a little stubborn branch, it did not want to come to me. So as I just leaned to get that patir, somebody burst the first cracker and I lost balance and I fell down. I was just brushing off my pavadai, and that was when I saw that there was a stain on my pavadai. New pavadai, and I don't know why I have stained it with the mud. I don't know what to do. And I called Kallus and I said, "Kallus, come here, Kalyani, Akka, come here. I just want to show you something. I think I have stained my new pavadai. Amma won't scold me, no." Kallu came there. She looked at my pavadai and she said, "Appa, please come here quickly." I don't know why. I didn't make any mistake. It was after all a stain. But then when Appa came, Appa looked at me and he looked at Kallus and said, Go call the neighboring house party and bring her immediately." I don't know what was happening. They made me sit in a separate room. And for some reason, I felt like crying. I just wanted Amma. I don't know why Amma had to go at this time. These people are making a big hangama out of nothing. And then the neighboring party came and she looked at me and she said, "Ashade, why are you crying for all this? This is only normal, don't you worry." And Kallus gave me a stare and said, "Now go change your pavadai and come." What? I have been waiting to wear this pavadai for so long and you want me to change it? No way, I'm not going to do that. I sat there, but nobody was coming to my rescue. Everybody said something which I did not understand. "Go change it." And the party said, "Go, your mother will be coming." "I want Amma," I said. And Appa told me that he had already written a letter and Amma will come in 6 days. 6 days? What will I do without her? And why are these people making such a big fuss for nothing? But the next 4 days, I didn't understand anything that was happening. They made me sit in one corner of the room. To top it all, I was not supposed to touch anything. And so many relatives came to see me. They looked at me, they gave me money, and I didn't understand any of it. something was not okay. That it was a mixed feeling, and I was just waiting for my mother to come so that I could share this with her, and she would just come and tell me, Kannamma, don't you worry. This is also beautiful. I just wanted Amma to come. And she came the 6th day. I could hear the taxi coming and stopping right outside our house, And I went running, but Amma got down with not so happy face. I had always seen her as Mahakali, somebody who could just take away all the impurities, just like the Homakunda fire, This face was not suiting Amma. Appa asked Amma what happened, and Amma said, Radhu, the groom who came to see Radhu, rejected her because she's black. Oh, is your sister upset? Of course she's upset. Why are you upset? Let us not forget that we also have a black beauty in our house. And she came running to me. Or rather, she came walking towards me, and I was the one who went running, and I went there waiting to tell everything that I wanted to. But Amma just looked at me, and she said, "What is the hurry, you cashew nut? Why should all this happen to you at this point of time? Huh? No, move, don't touch me. Not again for another 5 days." My lips started murmuring, Kali, Kali, Mahakali, Bhadrakali, Namostute, Kali, Kali, Mahakali, Bhadrakali, Namostute. And it was that day, I realized that fire not only burns impurities, but sometimes it also burns beautiful flowers. That is the story.